Have you ever thought about starting your own podcast? When we were trying to get this podcast off the ground, we had so many questions. How do we record an episode? Where do we find background music? How do we get our show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all the other places that people like to listen? And where do we find advertisers? The answer to every one of these questions is really simple. Anchor. Anchor is a one-stop shop for recording, hosting, distributing, and monetizing your podcast. And best of all, it's 100% free and 100% ridiculously easy to use. Anchor makes it simple to get up and running. You can upload and schedule your podcasts ahead of time. It publishes to all the major podcast platforms. You can easily check your stats. I could go on, but instead, why don't you go and get started? Go to anchor.fm/start to join the e-commerce minute and a diverse community of podcasters already using Anchor. That's anchor.fm/start. We can't wait to hear your podcast.
It's the E-commerce Minute, your daily dose of e-commerce, tech, and retail news with your hosts, Bart Mraz and John Suter. The E-commerce Minute is a production of Sumo Heavy, a digital commerce consulting firm in Brooklyn, New York, and Philadelphia. Find us on the web at sumoheavy.com. It's the E-commerce Minute, episode 296.
In today's episode, Best Buy grabs GreatCall for $800 million.
Electronics chain Best Buy has acquired health services company GreatCall for $800 million. GreatCall provides connected health and emergency response services to the aging population. The company has over 900,000 subscribers using the Jitterbug mobile phones and wearable devices to stay connected to family and friends. GreatCall has an annual revenue of $300 million. GreatCall offers mobile products and connecting services as well as a range of services to aging consumers, including one-touch connection to U.S.-based agents who connect users to family caregivers, provide concierge services, answer questions, and dispatch emergency personnel, according to the press release. Best Buy says it will be bringing its merchandising, marketing, sales, and services capabilities to GreatCall services. The GreatCall devices will reportedly be part of Best Buy's new Assured Living unit, which sells network products like smart doorbells and bed sensors. The deal helps Best Buy broaden its push into the exploding market of connected home products and services. The buy also helps position the retailer to capture more of the fast-growing senior services market, which CEO Herbert Jolly has called white space waiting to be captured. This is a huge market opportunity as our elder population is healthier and living longer. The U.S. Census Bureau reported that 14.9% of the population was age 65 or older in 2015. The report estimated that 22.1% of the U.S. population will be 65 or older by 2050. By 2020, about 45 million Americans will be caring for 117 million seniors. Research by the AARP and Consultants Park Associates found that caregivers will spend an average of $509 annually for each person they tend to by 2021, a 69% increase from 2016. While at first blush, this may seem like an odd pairing, but Best Buy stands to win big in this growing but under-the-radar sector. Great call.
I want one.
Bart wants one of the Jitterbug phones with the big numbers and wants to whip it out at a tech conference.
That'd be amazing. Come on. I'm here to sell you things. Oh, hold on. Let me type in the big numbers.
So we all make fun of these products because I think GreatCall, they do the button. It's like falling and I can't get up. It's that type of product.
There's a button. Yeah, there's like I think this is like more of Android devices now. But there's like here's all the numbers or all the clicks, and then there's a button for help.
So they make the Jitterbug, the big phone. They make they have like a StarTAC looking phone. It's actually not bad. There's a smartphone. They have the button. They have watches. They have the Lively wearable urgent response device. So it's really not as like cheesy as it was, a few years ago. They're trying to make it a little cooler because as the population ages, these are people that actually kind of use this stuff. It's not as far-fetched. It's not like, what is this thing called a cell phone? It's these, the aging population knows how to work.
I mean, I look at my parents. I mean, I'm not old, but, my mom and my dad use tons of tech right now,
Yeah. So, I mean, once I started kind of digging into this is really an underserved sector only because it's kind of like, oh, it's old people or whatever, but
but they're the baby boomers. I mean, they have still disposable income, still be around, and they're healthier than ever. So they're gonna stick around for a long time.
I think that's the key. And I think that healthcare services would definitely benefit from some good technology. And we've seen that kind of move, but I think a lot of people are more into self-care. They want to be more independent. And as you said, people are living longer and healthier. And I think this is one way. Best Buy's being really smart in that they're kind of integrating this with all the rest of their technology in store. And they're actually making a section of this for consumers because they know that their consumers are getting older. So it makes good sense for them.
Exactly.
So you get the GreatCall stuff. They sell it at Walmart, Sears, Amazon.com, and Best Buy said they will continue selling through those channels. And here is a mind-blowing stat. GreatCall is currently serving about 2% of the U.S. population with an age over 65, which is about 50 million people. They have $300 million a year revenue. So this is not a small potatoes deal, kids.
Nope.
Pretty good. All right, so go to Best Buy, get your mom a jitterbug. Got anything else, Bart?
Nope, I can't get up.
Bart is I've fallen and I can't get up. That's not even funny. All right, that's your e-commerce. That's your e-commerce minute for today. We'll see you on the internet tomorrow. That's it for today's show. If you like the show, do us a favor and subscribe, or leave us a review on iTunes. And don't forget, you can now listen to the e-commerce minute on your Amazon device. Just add e-commerce minute to your flash briefing. And finally, if you have a comment or suggestion, or just want to say hi, find us on social media at Sumo Heavy.